Imagine an artist who can't draw, can't write, would steal and copy someone's work without a care in the world, but still made millions and even became a superstar at one point. That person would be this guy, also known as Rob Liefeld. Rob got hired by Marvel at just the age of 19. He worked for both Marvel and DC and even created iconic characters like the Deadpool, Domino, and Cable. And get this, at just the age of 23, with 5 million sold copies of his X-Force issue 1 comic, he created the second best-selling comic of all time, even though he had created less than 30 comics in his entire life. His work was iconic. It was revolutionary. I mean, just looking at the cover of his work, you could see how much better he was compared to the other comic writers at his time. However, some people were quick to point out how disproportionate some of his drawings were, but he didn't really care since his work was selling well, and with him appearing on a lot of interviews and talk shows, it seemed like his future was bright. But then suddenly, he just decided to leave Marvel and work independently. But before I tell you more about it, please like this video as it would help us a ton with the algorithm. Thanks a lot in advance, and let's continue with this video. You see, when Rob was a bit younger, his family wasn't doing so well financially, and with his dad passing away from cancer in 1991, he knew the value of money more than any of his colleagues at the time. And when he saw that Marvel was making money selling his original characters' merchandises and not give him a single penny for it, he decided to give Marvel the ultimate middle finger by joining his bestie at the time, Todd McFarlane, and the other comic writers to work independently, which, spoiler alert, didn't go well for either of them. And at that time, Rob was working on his Youngblood comic series, and you could see his desperation and pettiness beginning to show. Every character had huge disproportionate bodies, female characters looked like aliens, and guns and belts seemed to be everywhere. He also decided that it was a good idea to have Wolverine and Cyclops give to his original characters, and it was just weird, like he didn't even change their names or anything, it was just Logan and Scott. And slowly but surely, everyone seemed to pick up on his flaws and make memes about how he can't draw feet, he can't draw a woman, so on and so forth. But despite everything, Marvel still gave him a second chance to create a new Captain America series, which is when he made this iconic picture. Apparently, he was trying to recreate Arnold Schwarzenegger's side chest pose, which didn't go well for him. Which is safe to say that it got cancelled, thus ending Rob's prime era. It was as if all the artists at the time evolved their art in one way or another, but he never made it past his weird art style. But despite everything and the fact that he fell so hard, he's still a total nerd who loves comic books and is still drawing them, which is inspiring in its own way. But what do you guys think of him? Please let me know in the comments below, like and subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.